We are now hearing that Lowe's and Home Depot are done. So if you know anybody that works in a Lowe's or Home Depot, well, I'm sorry. If you also live in a town that has a Lowe's or Home Depot, again, I'm sorry. Because we are about to see the strain that the U.S. consumer is going to put on the entire economy. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, but just understand, all these construction stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, Maynard's, Ace Hardware, they're all feeling the pain. So again, I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, what this means for you and I moving forward. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So Lowe's and Home Depot are massive stores. Just to give you an idea, Home Depot has 463,000 employees. Lowe's has 284,000 employees. Maynard's 45,000 employees, and Ace Hardware has 12,500 employees, according to Google. Now, here's the reason it's a problem. This article from MarketWatch says, bye-bye DIYs. Lowe's and Home Depot say people are putting off home renovation projects. But here's what you need to know. If you want to see how bad the economy is, go into a Lowe's or a Home Depot and just count how many people are there doing large renovation projects. Not just buying a new light fixture, okay? Buying new flooring, okay? Buying, again, carpet, tile, vinyl, doesn't matter. Maybe they're going to redo their entire landscaping. Maybe they're going to do all the light fixtures in their home or even their roofing. Okay? New doors, new cabinets. Go in and see how many people are doing entire projects. My guess is it is going to be very few, if not zero. That is because people are putting off this large purchase. They don't have money. But I want to read you a few things. Okay, this is one I thought was very interesting. A friend of mine said this just recently. He says, as a pro sales rep for Home Depot, I have never been treated the way I am treated today. I tried calling people to establish new accounts and they just hang up. I even called a longtime client just recently, and even he was short with me and told me this is not the time, and he hung up. This is what we're facing. That this is he's a pro sales rep. So a pro sales rep, they deal with like commercial and industrial professional, people, and try to sell them, right, items, whether it's lights, they sell them, just really anything, right, anything that Home Depot offers. But again, I think this is interesting because he's been working here at Home Depot for probably close to 20 years, maybe more than that. So he has been through the pandemic, okay? He's been through, because again, was this 16 years ago, we went through the financial and the real estate crisis. So he's been through both of those. Yeah, that's tough times. Now, I want to show you something. Just yesterday, Lowe's cut guidance, okay, on soft DIY spending in the housing market. Now, according to Lowe's, and again, this is just Lowe's, not Home Depot, and I showed you this yesterday, but it says right here, the retailer now expects comparable sales to fall 3.5% to 4% versus the previous forecast of a 2 to 3% decline. This is the worst. It says this is worse than the average analyst estimate compiled by Bloomberg. Okay, so where do we go from here? Well, here's what you need to understand. As construction stores see declines, right? Customers stop coming in. They stop purchasing a lot of these things that they need to fix a home or tools or whatever, right? Paint. What we are going to see is we're going to see layoffs, okay? After we see layoffs, other industries are going to get hit. Communities will be hit. Stores could potentially close. Now, I don't see a store like Home Depot or Lowe's closing. Not right now, but the specialty stores will. in a very big flooring company. Just shut down a location very close to me. We've seen tile companies shut down. I've seen tile contractors attempting to sell their business. Okay, full-on contract tile businesses being sold or attempted to be sold. One person I contacted just recently, really just to get an idea on the tools that they use, not to buy the business, but contact him. He actually lowered his price. He was asking $150,000 for all his equipment, trucks, trailers, his contacts, whatever. But $150,000 was what he was asking for everything, for his entire business. He dropped it down to $75,000. Okay, a 50% haircut. Now, again, I don't know how long he was asking $150,000. I don't know if it was even worth it, but he dropped it down to $75,000, 50% off. I don't know if it sells for that, but that's what he's asking. Now, here's what I think is interesting. This is what somebody wrote to me. Okay, a community member wrote this to me. Says, I have worked at Lowe's for just over 17 years, and this is the first time I've seen it this slow. Even during the pandemic, people were building because they were at home. And in 2008, people were trying to fix their homes to sell them. Now, everybody seems to have done everything over the past few years, and then nothing else needs to be done. I think this is very interesting what this person's saying, because what we are arguing right now is that Lowe's and Home Depot and these contractor stores are finished, right? They're done. And they're done because people spent all this money over the past few years renovating their house, fixing it up, doing all these little things. They don't need to do it again. They don't need to do it today. They can wait another few years, right? And so as a result, what we are seeing is people aren't shopping. Okay, people are getting laid off, right? Stores are closing. Keep this in mind, okay? A store like Sherwin-Williams. You go into Sherwin-Williams, you're probably only going to see professionals, right? Painting companies. That's it. What about when these painting companies stop buying paint because they have no clients? They have no work. What happens to a company like Sherwin-Williams? They're going to potentially go out of business. They're going to close certain locations. We're already seeing this for other places as well. I want to read you one more. This member says, Ace is seeing this slowdown as well, and I was let go as a result. This doesn't just stop at Home Depot and Lowe's. Again, if you have a Maynard's, you have an Ace Hardware, you have another construction store, just be prepared, because this crisis that we are facing with high interest rates, high home prices, right? People don't want to buy a home. They're waiting for rates to drop. But according to experts, we are not going to see a substantial increase in sales until interest rates drop to 4%. We're at 5 to 5.5% for the federal funds rate. That means we have to go 125 basis points, but the Federal Reserve is only expected to go 75 basis points over the next handful of months. So we could potentially be 6 months away, but here's the issue. The next 6 months could be the worst 6 months. So we're going to see what happens moving forward. The one thing I can tell you, though, is that some of these businesses, some of these retailers are going to struggle. So if you are currently employed at one of these, well, just be a little bit cautious. If you know somebody that is employed, share this video with them so they understand what is going on, but also have them comment. If you work at a place or you know somebody that does, comment. What are we seeing in these locations? Are we seeing massive slowdowns? Are we seeing people continue to steal? Because that's what I'm seeing. People are stealing items because they can't afford it. So that is what we have for you guys today. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.